So today's video is going to be another challenge video. This one will be one that is a little bit more recent than some of the other ones that I've done. I'm going to be doing I tried following a blank tutorial. I'm going to be using Anna Cantu's video titled Warm Makeup Tutorial Halo Eye featuring Modern Renaissance. And so I will be playing her video in the corner right here, but I will also be watching it and pausing it as I go. I do know that right away she starts out with her base makeup and her eyebrows already done, and so just like her, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into the eyeshadow. And I believe that everything that she does for the eye look is out of the Modern Renaissance palette, so I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it.
Color, raw sienna, as transition color. So you just put it like this. And when I blend, I tend to go back and forth in like little motions like this.
So to start off with, she goes in with the shade Raw Sienna on a fluffy blending brush, and she just puts that all above her crease. So that's what I'm going to do.
And I tend to bring it out just a little bit.
And she also takes that shade and pulls the eyeshadow out a little bit.
I'm going to use this one right here. I'm going to focus it on the outer corner, the inner corner, and like right here, like really close.
So the next thing that she does is she takes the shade Realgar on a more tapered blending brush, like that, and she puts that on the outer corner, the inner corner, and just up in the crease.
Now I'm going to take red ochre and a little bit of love letter. I mix these two, and that's going to be where you're going to put the smallest amount of color. So really just on the outer corner right here. I'm going to do the same thing on the inner corner, but you focus it really.
And now on an even smaller blending brush, she takes the shade red ochre and tips into a little bit of love letter as well, and mixes those two together and focuses that only on the outer corner in very, very small amounts.
With the concealer, put it on a brush, on this brush, and then I put it on the middle of my eye so I can clean it up a little bit. And then I mixed these two in the palette Primavera.
So the next thing that she does, and she actually does it off camera, is to carve out the lid with concealer. She uses a Mary Kay one that I do not have, so I'm going to go ahead and do it with my regular NYX concealer. And I like to use the NYX concealer to do this instead of the Flower Beauty one because it's brighter. The Flower Beauty one has a lot of yellow hues in it, so I'm going to take the NYX concealer . I'm going to go ahead and, like she did, take Vermeer and Primavera, something like that. I'm going to pack that on right on top of the concealer. And now that I have the shimmer down, I'm going to go in and blend out those edges. So I'm just going to take a little bit of red ochre. And all of the part where she did the shimmer and the blending and all that was not done on camera. So I just sort of had to figure out what I think she would have done. So now she's gone back to being on camera, and we're gonna see how she finishes up the eye.
I'm gonna take I always take the transition that I put in my eye underneath my eye. So we're gonna put that here. Let me just, And then, like right now, I want it to be more smoky underneath. So I'm gonna take this really thin e.l.f. defining brush. So I'm gonna take red ochre and I'm gonna mix it with Realgar. And then I'm gonna focus it really, really close to my lash line. And look, we're all done with one eye.
Okay, so the first thing that she does is take her transition shade, which in this look was Raw Sienna, for her lower lash line. And now, after putting down the Raw Sienna, she takes a little bit of red ochre and Realgar and takes that on a smaller, more defined brush and puts that also in her lower lash line. And that is one eye done, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and just finished up the rest of the face. She did add a lip color. Hers is a little bit lighter than mine, but this is the closest that I have because I don't use lip products, so that's all I have for lip products. And so I went ahead and finished off the whole face. My eyes definitely look a lot different than hers. To be honest, I'm not quite a huge fan of the way that mine turned out. No fault at all to Anna Cantu, just because I apparently can't follow instructions. Because we used the exact same palette, I think it's just my skill level being a lot lower than hers. But yeah, this is what I came up with. It's a little bit more like fiery than hers. Hers was a little bit softer than this. Mine is quite intense. So maybe I just needed to go in with a lighter hand. So yeah, this was my trying to follow someone else's makeup tutorial challenge. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel down below. And also check out Anna Cantu's channel. She is extremely talented, and honestly, I just really like her personality. And she and her sister Rachel both have YouTube channels, and they were one of the last people that I found before I decided to go ahead and start up my own channel. So yeah, they're a huge inspiration to me. So if you'd like to check them out, both of their links will be down below. But like I said, this was Anna Cantu's makeup tutorial. Her video will also be linked down below. So yeah, thank you for watching.